Hello beautiful people, my name is Vendi and BookTubeAthon 2018 is finally here. I have a real soft spot for the BookTubeAthon because it's the push that finally gave me the courage and the wish to start booktubing for the first time. Of course, I didn't exactly continue right after the BookTubeAthon, but either way, I credit my love of booktube and my want to restart my channel and actually start uploading regularly to the BookTubeAthon because it's really what gave me the push, and for that I am forever grateful, and I'm so excited to be participating this year as well. If you don't know what the BookTubeAthon is, then I will have the creator Ariel Bassett's channel linked in the description box below, as well as the official BookTubeAthon YouTube page and website and all the other links that could possibly be associated with BookTubeAthon. I'll have linked below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Now, as for the purposes of this video, all you really need to know is that it is a week-long read-along where there are 7 challenges, and the idea is to read a book that fits each of these challenges. There's not a group book, everyone's choices can be absolutely different. It's just a whole lot of fun, and it's a way to get people reading for a week and sort of creating bookish content, and it's just, I love it. I love everything about it. I'm going to be completing all of the video challenges, I'm going to be completing all the reading challenges and the Instagram challenges. I'm so pumped for BookTubeAthon, guys. So before I wax poetic for far too long about this, let me just tell you the 7 challenges and the 7 books that I've chosen to read this BookTubeAthon season. Reading challenge number 1 is to use a coin toss to determine which book you're going to read first. So heads becomes one book, tails becomes another book, and you sort of pick your book from there. I really like this idea, but I'm going to wait until the end of this video, once I've shown you all my books, to sort of decide which one I'm officially going to read first. Challenge number 2 is to read a book about something that you want to do. And for this, I've chosen Shy Girls Write It Better by May Sage. So I don't know very much about this book. I found it over at my friend Avery's channel, which I'll have linked in the description box below as well. But basically, it's about this accountant that's super shy in her real life, and in her secret life, she's this super confident erotica writer. Now, as you guys may know, I dream of becoming an author one day. I don't want to write erotica. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know, you do you. Read what you want, write what you want. I'm obviously going to be reading some right now, I guess. I also don't want to use a pseudonym the way the main character does, but I do want to write a book, so I'm counting this for this challenge. I also want to get my Kindle library down to fewer unread books. So this will cross off both the BookTubeAthon challenge and my personal challenge, I guess. Challenge number 3 is to read and watch an adaptation. So I just had a summer class that was exactly this challenge, and I'm kind of sick of watching direct adaptations. So I'm gonna kind of twist it up a little, and I'm going to read Jabberwocky by Daniel Coleman. Jabberwocky is a poem in the Alice's Adventures in Wonderland book duology thing by Lewis Carroll, and Daniel Coleman's Jabberwocky is basically the story that is the origin story of that poem. So this is not a direct adaptation, but I think it's close enough, and I'll just watch Disney's Alice in Wonderland after it because I love that movie. Prompt number 4 is to read something with green on the cover, and for that I decided to read Song of the Sparrow by Lisa Ann Sandel. This is a retelling slash reimagining of the story of the Lady of Shalott. It's one of my favorite books, actually. I reread it very often, and despite how chunky it looks, I think it's about 400 pages, it's written in poetry, so it'll go by really quickly. Challenge number 5 is to read a book while wearing the same hat. So every time you pick up the book to read it, you wear the same hat. I don't own very many hats, so this is what's going to be gracing my head, and I think I'm going to double up and read Song of the Sparrow for this challenge as well, just because it's really short and I don't like wearing hats very often, and reading a really quick read will prevent me from having to wear a hat too often. Challenge number 6 is to read a book with a beautiful spine, and for that I've chosen The Amulet of Samarkand, the first book in the Bartimaeus trilogy by Jonathan Stroud. You guys have heard me talk about this series and how much I love it, and I've just recently bought the 2nd and 3rd books in the original trilogy, and I plan on doing a full reread and review of these books just because I love them so much. And prompt number 7 is to read 7 books. This is the one that's the same every single year, and if you've been keeping score at home, you'll know that I've only really showed you 4. So for the next 3 books, I'm going to read The Golem's Eye and Ptolemy's Gate, books 2 and 3 of the Bartimaeus trilogy. And the 7th book I'm going to read is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Science. I read this book years and years and years ago, and I've completely forgot all my thoughts about it, and I forgot that I even owned it until I saw Spencer over at Common Spence mention it and how it was his, I think, favorite book of last month that he read, so I figured it's about time I reread it and see what all the fuss is about. And now for the super fun part, the coin toss challenge. So I have 2 coins with me, 1 and 2, and the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to toss this one first, and if it's heads, I'm going to read an ebook first, because I have 2 of those, And if it's Tales, I'm gonna read one of my physical books first. So, whoop! That is Tales, meaning it's a physical book. So of the physical books, I'm either gonna read Heads, Ari and Dante, or Tales, Song of the Sparrow first. And that is what my second coin is gonna be for. Whoop. Tales, so that would be, no, wait, Heads. Sorry, that's Ari and Dante. The first book I'm going to be reading this BookTubeAthon season is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin O'Leary Signs. And there you have it, folks. This is my BookTubeAthon 2018 TBR plus 2 really small ebooks. They're all a little hefty, but I'm a pretty fast reader, so I plan on getting through them all relatively quickly. And now is the time of day when I sign off because my family and I are going to the beach, and I don't want to make them wait for me any longer than they already have. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, maybe consider subscribing. And if you like reading in the summertime, maybe consider doing BookTubeAthon as well. It's going to be a lot of fun this year, and I can't wait to see all the videos and make them myself. I'm so excited. That's all from me, guys. I'm going to the beach, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.